up with Ponzu's?
Maybe it's going and the screen isn't updating because I see him pressing buttons. So yeah, I think they're going. It's just there we go.
There we go.
So blink and you'll miss it. But this screen where they're doing the arrows to the right and the left, the thing that they're pumping up the most is the bottom right choice, and that is the coach rating. So the coach's rating of them, they're boosting, and they're also boosting some of their power. But mostly they're just focusing on the rating. And if you look below, they've got these green stamina bars. And if the stamina bar gets completely depleted, you'll end up warping to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy on the left just warped to the hospital because he tried to train again after he was exhausted. The guy with the glasses, I think his name is Yakyuu, who's just your buddy along this adventure. It looks like they're doing different things.
Yeah. I mean, potentially he went to the hospital on purpose.
No, he definitely went to the hospital on purpose. It looks like they're taking different routes.
Yeah, different routes, certainly possible.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, more blink and you'll miss it. Stats.
So coach's rating, wow, I'm very bad.
Coach's rating is on the bottom right. The one right above that is like something? Spirit.
Okay, I was like, I see the kanji for God there.
Yeah, it's sort of like, your heart in baseball.
Yeah.
Top left is physical strength. Bottom left is technique, which they don't really care about.
But I thought there was no crying in baseball.
Well, I guess, is it no crying in baseball, or does it just during the baseball game? I'm not sure.
Who knows? There is actual baseball, but it is mostly a management sim.
Yeah, the first at least 10 minutes of this is basically getting Power Pro Kun and your team ready to play baseball because you're trying to get drafted. And when you go through the central tower route, and you'll see the central tower on the world map once they move a little bit to the right. But when they go that route, they'll play 2 games, and if they win both of them, then they'll be drafted. And time ends, I can't remember, I have it in my notes somewhere. But time ends when the final score screen appears after the second game.
I see. So do you know why specifically they focus so much on the coach's rating?
I actually don't know why they focus on that. I'm assuming, because I think to actually play the baseball games, they don't really need. The only stat they really need is power and spirit. Are the most important things, and then the rest of them, I think, for the game itself, aren't super important. And if I had to hazard a guess again, I think the coach's rating would be, them being able to their character being able to get into the team that plays the game in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But don't quote me on that.
Could be that having all those coaches rating points just is what allows you to reach the professional team in only 2 games. Maybe you'd have to play more if you didn't.
Yeah, probably so. In the any percent routes, they so kind of over here in the world map, they're sticking to the right and they're doing a bunch of training sessions with the coach. In the any percent route, they move to the left and they boost their stats a lot, and then they do some type of training session, and then they immediately get drafted. It's really quick, but I think this particular category is better because they actually play baseball.
All right. Well, it looks like Ponzu here is headed toward the central tower now.
Yep, and June is just heading over as well. So once they move right across the central tower, they'll be close to starting the games. But yeah, a lot of menuing. I wish I knew what the story was. I imagine that it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I think they have like a comic
Did
book
you just
series
run
of
into an
this.
evil version of yourself?
What did he? I didn't catch. I blinked and I missed it. Ah!
It's like a zombie version of yourself.
Oh man, what if it's a metaphor?
Oh, are
So
we setting
now,
up for a game? Is this happening?
yep, Ponzu is picking his team right now, and Tanaka is the.
Papillon and
Okay, here's the baseball. So right now he's at bat. He goes at bat first. When they're batting, they want to get every time at least a double. One, because it's faster, and two, if they have somebody on first base, the pitcher is more likely to try to throw.
to pick them off.
Yeah, try to pick them off, which wastes time.
That's gonna be an out.
Right. So the objective, if you just joined, is they want to get 10 points ahead and then end an inning. And once they do, they win the game. They don't have to do all 9 innings if they get 10 points ahead. And this is where the RNG and the execution come into play. Jin's doing pretty good. He's got 2 home runs already.
Wow. Ponzu, on the other hand, just had a hit by pitch situation, so we had a free base.
Ooh, oh man. Yeah, so far June's getting the better luck. Oh, here we go. Though.
Oh, there we go. That's gonna put at least 1 runner home, and 2 runners home.
Awesome.
Oh, we should
riveting baseball.
We should definitely be announcing this like baseball announcers. Hang on just a second.
Yeah.
And it's back. And out in right field. All right, so.
Still top of the
Ponzu
first.
with a base hit to center field. And another run scores.
Oh, so on the left, just now in June's game, part of the RNG is sometimes the computer can make an unforced error, and I'm not sure what type of RNG influences it, but it happens. Like sometimes they're supposed to catch something and they'll drop it. Is usually the most common thing, but that's one of the random things. All that happens really is sometimes you'll. Oh man. June on the left,
somebody's
trying
getting
to
hotbox there.
trying to save himself, couldn't do it. Oh dang!
Oh,
man.
a line drive to the shortstop, and that's the end of the inning.
So yeah, ideally they'd really wanted to get 10 points in the very first inning.
There's a base hit to right center for Ponzu, who scores his 5th run. Now, unfortunately.
Yeah, so June was ahead, but now it looks like Ponzu's doing pretty good.
June's going to need to make a few more outs, and it does look like Ponzu will also be going to a 2nd inning.
Yeah, which is it's not ideal, but if you notice, like they're throwing the pitches just the second they're able to. They're not trying to do anything tricky. Like they're just pressing pitch as soon as possible.
And this is going to be an easy pop fly out for Ponzu. Though I think in actual baseball that would be considered an infield fly and be called an immediate out. All right, so we got a base hit to right field for June, and that takes him to 4 runs.
Okay, it's the top of the second. Home run.
And it's gone!
2-run home run!
And a home run for Ponzu as well. That's going to take the score to 6-0, and I believe 6-0 as well.
Oh man, this is. I mean, they're locked up. They're neck and neck right now. They're completely even. They're both at the top of the second inning at bat with the same score. This is great.
Ponzu does now have a runner on first.
Oh, people in the chat are saying our commentary is way ahead. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that or not. Do you know?
Slightly ahead, I guess. I mean, we could pause the stream we're watching for half a second, but...
Ooh, line drive. Foul.
Foul ball on the left side.
Ponzu, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 1 out. Shoots in the middle, is going to get caught. It gets caught. He's out.
All right, so 2 outs on both sides. Runner on first for Ponzu. I think the bases are empty for June.
Let's see. Oh, nice. Fair ball.
Extra base hit for...
Is he going to third? Nope, he's stopping at second. Another foul for Ponzu. Is it another foul? Nope, it's popped up. Is he going to get caught? It's not.
Going.
Oh. Is he going for home?
He's going for him. Double. And
he makes it.
We score 7-0. And June gets a base hit to left field for...
Oh, no. All right. June, bottom of the second now. He's got to do another inning.
So June finishes the inning with 2 hits, 3 hits, no run, or no, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 2 runners left on.
Ponzu now also has to go to a third inning. He got 3 outs. He's at 8, and June is at 6. So as soon as the top of the... So here's the problem. If the computer scores, then that means they have to get 10 points ahead. So if the computer has, 1 run, then the player has to have 11 instead of just 10. Okay, this is good. June immediately back at bat.
And Ponzu needs only 1 more out.
Oh, and he's got it right here.
Quick ground ball to the second baseman. Nice 4-3 play, and we're done. So, all right, this is going to be a stand-up double. And we're getting a run in for June. That ties up the score 7. Well, no, 7. Ponzu has 8. Excuse me.
Right. Okay. So it's 7 and 8 now, and they're close. This is tight. Nobody's been too lucky. Nobody's been too unlucky.
Couple of foul balls for both players here, and there's a home run for June.
Oh, nice 2-run home run. All right, now he's at 9.
Bringing home the bacon from second base, and we're on 9-0.
9-0. All right, he's got to get 1, and then Ponzu has to get 2 right now. Ponzu's not looking too good. He's got 2 outs already.
There's a base hit to center field for June.
unfortunate.
That's another base hit.
Oh no, Ponzu struck out.
Ooh.
He's got to go to a 4th inning now. If June,
Oh,
no!
but so does June because he gets
Oh!
a double play, a 4-9-3 double play, and that's going to take them both to inning number 4.
Oh man, so cold. That computer is just ready. Okay, so what are we now? We're at the bottom of the 3rd. All right, now June is at the top of the 4th. He's at bat. He needs one more run. And Ponzu he needs one more out. Okay, he just struck a guy out, so they're both at bat again.
All right. There is a solid hit to left center field, but it's only a base hit for Ponzu. Unfortunately,
Ooh, ouch.
June sitting on 2 outs now.
Oh man, 2 outs. He can't be comfortable with this right now. Oh no!
Goes to inning 5.
All right, this is where Ponzu can pull ahead if he can score 2 runs, and he's doing good so far because he doesn't have any outs. Then he'll be ahead.
It's another foul ball.
Got 2 runners on base.
1-2 the count. 2-2 the count. And it's a line drive to left center field. That's going to be extra bases, and
he's going to do it. He's going to get 2 runs. He's going for it.
0. That's it.
He got 10. All right, now he's going to see. He's going to end it as soon as possible. He wants this inning to end immediately because he has the score he needs. And the game only ends when it's at the bottom of an inning. All right, there it is. Ponzu very ahead now. He just has to strike out, or he has to just have 3 outs on the other team. And then he's on to the second game. Whereas June has to get a run and then go to the bottom of the inning and get 3 outs on the other team.
Yeah, so June hits a base hit to left center field. Pitcher tries to pick him off, which is another time loss.
Yeah, that's why you want to try not to have a runner in first. The computer is more likely, they can do it on any base, but they're more likely to do it when you have somebody on first. Is he going to go for home? Oh, he's playing it safe. Didn't go for it.
Okay, so we now see June moving on to the second game.
Or Ponzu.
Yeah, Ponzu, excuse me.
And June just got the runs that he needed, so he's trying to get out now. He's trying to catch up. The chat is complaining that we're really out of sync.
I mean, I can try to delay what I say.
Yeah, it's
That's
tough.
the best
because,
I can do.
You know, we're trying to do play-by-plays. I think this is... I don't know if there's anything we can do about it, unfortunately.
All right, so foul ball on the right for Ponzu.
So if you're just joining us...
1-2 the count.
Ponzu is on his second game. June is still on his first game. They have to win 2 games, and that when the second game ends, the run is finished. So right now, Ponzu is ahead by a fair bit. But June can still catch up.
All right, so We have... Ooh, dead ball. Take your base, sir.
Now Ponzu's ahead, but he's already got 2 outs and no runs. So Jun can definitely catch up here.
Foul ball. Count is now 0-2.
Yep, he's on first base, wasting time.
And a ground ball to third base. That's going to do it for the first inning.
Oh, wow.
For Ponzu, no score.
They're neck and neck now. Actually, Jun is a little ahead now.
And Jun with a stand-up double to right field.
Ponzu trying to end the bottom of this inning as quickly as possible so that he can get to bat again.
And a base hit to center field. Now we've got runners on the corners.
Ooh, large ball. All right, there's a run for Jun. And he's got 2 runners on base.
Runners on second and third. Meanwhile, Ponzu has managed to get 2 outs in his game, now 3. And so Ponzu moves on to the second inning for a chance at finishing this game.
Jun has scored again, so he's up 2, and he's got 2 runners on base right now. Whereas Ponzu is at 0, and he has nobody on base. Now, if you look at Jun's game, you can see the pitcher now rolling his head sometimes. He's sort of getting tilted. He performs more poorly when that happens. If you weren't paying attention, you might have missed it.
Ooh, but a double play.
Ouch!
Take down Jun for the second inning.
Now I think the world record of this for this run is I'm actually not sure. It's under 20 minutes, and they're already past that. But there's a lot of RNG in this. Yeah, let's see. I'm getting confused. All right, Jun is at bat again. And Ponzu is also at bat.
Ponzu has 2 outs.
Yeah.
And 2 strikes.
Ooh.
A foul ball. But Jun with a stand-up double to left center field.
Excellent. All right, Ponzu scores. He's got his first score of this game. Oh man, I'm so glad this is a race.
Drops it in for a base hit.
Like, I'm so glad that this is a race. It just makes this so thrilling. Because it's anybody's game right now.
Ooh, all the way back to the backstop, to the wall.
Oh, a home run! 3-run home run for Ponzu! Oh! He just pulled ahead with that.
And Jun just answered right back with another
of
his own.
Unbelievable!
We got 5 runs to 4 here, and there's another home run for Ponzu. That's up to 5.
Oh my gosh, they're tied? They're tied, and they both have 2 outs. This literally could not be closer. Oh,
but Jun just goes down for another out. He's going to have to wait for another inning.
For people in chat, we're really sorry about the desync with the audio. There's nothing we can do about it.
I'm gonna try to delay everything I say 10 seconds. Just so people will stop doing.
It's rough. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my stream.
Refreshing the stream gets us more ahead.
Oh, does it? Ah,
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
All right, so we see that Ponzu has, in fact, gone to the next inning and, in fact, allowed the other team to score.
Oh shoot. Okay. Ponzu is making a.
Ooh,
He's changing
both
up. Oh no, go ahead.
both players now have allowed the other team to score.
Wow. So they have to get to 11 now, and it looks like they're both changing some of their lineup.
Yes. It is possible that they had someone in a bad condition.
It's true. That's what happens when when they're doing all that training earlier in the game, and they're trying to. Oh no. More runs for the computer for June, but that's what happens when they're trying to just boost their rating without actually boosting their stats.
Yes, they have to rely entirely on the controls that the game gives you.
Oh, so unfortunate. June is. Oh no, he's tied up now. He has to get 10 more runs.
Yes, and it looks like, that Ponzu has regained the offensive control and has scored another home run.
This is rough. June's in a really tough situation because he's basically 5 runs behind Ponzu now. And if you're just joining us, the game will end immediately if you were 10 points ahead.
Oh!
Oh no.
That looked like it was going places, but unfortunately just right into the hands of the center fielder.
Ponzu gets a lucky dead ball.
The only problem with the dead ball is it puts somebody on first base.
Yeah, exactly. Which could waste time. I mean, it might not, but it might.
And Ponzu strikes out.
That's just the first out for him. June already has 2 outs. And they're both at the top of the third. Although, honestly, the innings don't really matter. They're just trying to get to 10 points ahead.
There's a base hit to right center for June.
Another dead ball for Ponzu.
And so Ponzu has runners on the corners, looks like.
He might have bases loaded. I don't know.
Oh, he does have bases loaded.
Ooh. Oh, but he's out. Oh. All right, base is still loaded. If he scores here,
you're going to want that.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it so bad.
Oh,
he
buddy.
strikes out. He wanted it too bad. He was too excited.
Oh, and so Ponzu leaves 3 runners on base, and that's got to feel bad.
Oh, that's rough. It makes it a little bit more exciting for us because it gives June a chance to catch up, but he's still having some pretty bad luck. And this is why they've scheduled 45 minutes for this instead of just 20, which it could take only 20 if you end the game super quickly. But things like this happen.
Oh. So June has once again allowed the other team to score another run. This is very unfortunate.
Right. Now you got to consider.
As has Ponzu.
Oh. Okay, good. June is back at bat. You got to wonder now, will it be faster just to finish the game? Like, do they really want to get 10 points ahead anymore?
Well, he'd have to get in the lead first.
2-run home run. Oh no! Was that the computer?
It
was the
was.
computer. Oh, that's rough.
So both players having some serious issues with this second game.
Wow, man, they're getting this. This is just super hard mode. They're playing baseball on hard mode right now.
Sure are.
June at bat, 1 out already. So this isn't. They're in a really tough spot right now because they wanted to end the games really quickly because they compromised their stats so that they could get to these games faster.
And so yeah, all of their players have just actual garbage stats right now.
Right, because normally you're supposed to take 3 in-game years to 2-run home run for June. Normally you're supposed to take a lot of time to boost the stats of your players before you try to make it to the major league. But since this is a speed run, they're compromising on their stats, and the longer the game goes on, the harder it is. Ouch!
A double play against Ponzu.
Well, they are neck and neck again. If they want to end the game early, then Ponzu needs how many more? 7 more runs. And if June wants to end the game quickly, he needs 8 more runs.
I'm hearing the runners complaining about not getting enough fastballs.
Right. Well, that's where the RNG comes into play. Nice home run by June.
In Japanese, you just call a fastball a straight ball.
A straight ball? Ha!
Yeah. So when you hear storeito, that's referring to a fastball.
I was fortunate enough to go to a baseball game when I was in Osaka, Japan, and they are really serious about baseball there. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure it's like their #1 sport. And at the baseball game, in the States, depending on the type of game it is, it might be really tense or it might be super relaxed. But there, even, sort of season-wise, inconsequential games, you've got people cheering on their feet, stadium's packed. So they're pretty serious about baseball, which is kind of funny because in this game, literally nobody is in the stands in these games.
So Ponzu gets a dead ball. It does look like the opposing team brought in a fresh pitcher whose name is Yamada.
Oh, wow, and he's underhand.
I think he's just throwing sliders.
June sitting at a score of 8-7. Ponzu 8-4. They're both in the 5th inning.
7-4, I think. On
7-4.
But 7-4 is better than 8-7 because you're ahead by 3.
Right.
You want to be ahead by 10.
So again, if you're just joining, right now the 2 speedrunners are in the final baseball game of the speed run. And as soon as this game ends, if they win, then the speed run is over. That counts as victory for this mode. And to end the game, you either have to go all 9 innings and come out ahead like normal, or if you're 10 points ahead and at the bottom of an inning, then the game will end immediately. What they wanted to do was get 10 points ahead super quickly, end the game super quickly, but the computer has been really rough on them, and they haven't been able to pull that far ahead, and they're neck and neck right now.
Oh boy, June just made some magic happen. There it is. That three-run home run puts him up 12-7.
Oh man, he's got to be feeling good about
Top
that.
of the fifth.
After all this bad luck he's been getting.
Meanwhile, we've got Ponzu in the top of the sixth inning. I feel like at some point it might actually be faster just to throw the remaining innings.
It's possible, but they, since their stats are so low, I'm sure they're worried that the more chances you give the computer to be at bat, the more chance there is for them to score.
Yeah, so give yourself a buffer and then just throw it. So you see, and that may be what June is doing right now, because you saw him go up 12-7 and then he just kind of struck out and didn't bother.
Oh no, that was the computer. He struck the computer out super quickly.
Oh, never mind. Don't pay any attention to me. There is another home run for June. He's going to go up by 6.
Now there's a lot going on at the same time in both of these games.
Well, if a runner loses this game, they have to play another game.
So, I think you're right. If I'm them and it's, the 8th inning and I'm up by 3, I try to go to the 9th inning and end it. I don't try to get, 10 more points to end the game, because it won't be quickly anymore. It'll be slower.
Right. But here in the 6th, when you're up by 6, I think it's probably fine to go for another 4 runs.
Ponzu
like
right
I said,
now.
If you don't think these baseball players and stuff are adorable, you are wrong.
These worm / Rayman. Oh, double play for June. Oh, and he's doing it. I think June is trying to just end the game now, because he's intentionally ending this inning quickly.
Yeah, he just bunted it away, so yeah, he's just going to have to play defense for 3 innings, or 4 innings, actually. That is not going to do it. That is an opposing home run.
See, that's what happens when you get, when you give the computer more chances. And so this game, for everybody that's just watching, this is not how they want the speed run to go. This is like the opposite of how they want the speed run to go. Something
has gone horribly wrong.
Right. This is basically worst case scenario for them. It's entertaining for us, but in terms of a speed run, it's not good for them. So right now, I feel like we're just watching great baseball.
So as we could see, it looks like Ponzu did also bunt away the bottom of the 6th, or the top of the 6th there. Top of the 7th, excuse me.
Okay, so it's a race to the bottom now.
It's a race to see who can get out the fastest.
Right. Ponzu is 1 inning ahead. It looks like he's at the bottom of the 7th, and June is only at the bottom of the 6th.
Come on, Papillon, you're throwing junk out there.
What are you doing? Get your head in the game! If this were, if they were just playing by themselves and not in a race, they absolutely would have reset, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, in a marathon setting, though, we're going to make sure that you survive.
Yeah, they're getting close to that 45-minute, time allotment. But I don't care. I just want to watch this thing. This is great.
All right, so bottom of the 6th inning for June. He's allowed a base hit.
June cannot end this inning.
And we go to the top of the 8th for
Okay, good. June finally struck him out. Now he's at the top of the 7th. So Ponzu is 1 inning ahead right now. And I mean,
I guess this is the bottom of the 8th for Ponzu.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Keeps throwing me off because some of the people on the different teams wear the same colored uniform.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but at least it's not. You can tell if you're watching this, you can tell if it's the top or the bottom of the inning, because if you look in that sort of blue square that's in the mid left of the screen when somebody's at bat, at the top it says 7, and then there's a square with another square inside, and that means like 7th inning, and then the character to the right of that will tell you if it's top or bottom. So on the left, in June's game, that character means it's the top. And if it's 2 smaller marks, it means it's the bottom.
All right, so we're at the top of the 9th on the right side.
Yeah, it looks like Ponzu's going to take this.
Ponzu with a fly out to left field.
And again, this is not how you would do a speed run of this game. A speed run of this game is immediately in the first inning getting 10 points ahead, ending the inning, and having the game end immediately.
It looks like Ponzu actually scored.
Oh, interesting. What's he doing?
Okay, maybe he was just trying to get ahead by 3 to make it easier.
Maybe he's trying to be safe.
Yeah, you don't want to possibly give up 3 runs in the 9th and be completely out of luck.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know if either player is used to doing this.
All right, so bottom of the 9th, all you have to do is keep your opponents from scoring 3 runs.
Oh, ouch. June.
Oh. And June, I believe, just had it tied up.
Yeah, it's tied up now. Man, that's rough. He is just not having good luck right now. And both of these runners they're at the top of their game. They both showed up in uniform to play this. But June is just having bad luck, and Ponzu has been able to get to the bottom of the 9th pretty quickly.
Yeah, what can we say? There's a bit of RNG in this game. And absolutely Papillon is throwing junk. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man. All right. Ponzu only needs 1 more out. I think he's got it. That's it.
And
time. As soon as the score screen comes up. That's it. Ponzu wins the race at a time of around 43:35. So this is success mode. He's just been drafted by the major leagues. Everything was super close until this second game just went completely haywire for both runners. They had to completely throw out the intended strategy to end this game.
He's really hoping for a fastball.
Yeah.
That was a curve.
Oh. Oh no.
That was a fastball, and he still didn't hit it.
It's hard to say. Like, I don't know if I don't know how much is him just like him as the speed runner not doing too well right now, or how much of it is the batter stats. Swinging too slow because they didn't they didn't boost any of their stats.
You know what? Worst case scenario here is a tie at the end of inning 9.
That's interesting. I wonder.
Then
Oh,
you go to extra innings. There's
ouch.
nothing worse than extra innings for a speed run.
Oh man, he's behind now. The computer is ahead. Oh gosh, everybody in the room is clapping. This
Everybody
is
gives
just,
your energy, guys.
yeah. This. I mean, they're laughing at how bad this luck is.
All right, so he's finally made it to the top of the ninth. He's gonna need to score.
Yeah, he's got to get two. He has to at least get one. Ooh, all right.
I believe you just brought in a pinch hitter.
All right, he's got a double. Oh, there's another fastball. Ouch. Ooh, this is tense.
Strike one. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's 2 outs.
Oh gosh, if there's another out, he loses.
Yeah, he actually loses. Like, we don't even play the second half of the inning.
Oh, so close. Oh no, he's got 2 strikes. Oh, and he calls a timeout?
Oh!
Oh no.
And June is dead.
Oh gosh, rip run. That was great though. Claps all around for these runners. This was a thrilling race.
Wait, why does the phrase for "you lost" contain the kanji for north? Now I'm confused.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? Shoot, I'm not sure. I don't. I could look this up real quick.
Anyways, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
So this has been Jikkyou Jikkyou Powerful Pro Yakyuu 8 or Power Pro Baseball 8. It's adorable. And
yeah, this was great.
And it was pretty actual hype.
This was super exciting. I'm so happy that we got to commentate this together. This was great.
Oh yeah. Well, let me see if I can find